put them all onto something they liked, and a few of them thought it was really cringe and campy. But like,
I remember when I was in school, I always wanted to try and show like one of my friends like the very first Hartnell episode, just to be like, isn't this kind of fun and spooky? Isn't this very Twilight Zone? And people were so aggressively like, no part of me would ever want to watch that. Even the people who like Doctor Who, they were like, no, I don't want to watch an unearthly child with you. Because every time I rewatch it, I'm like, this is very fun. This is very Twilight Zone, but no one in my life has ever wanted to watch it with me.
It's specifically part one of an unearthly child that is the good part. It's everything after that, it goes downhill aggressively.
It depends on if you were showing them episode 1 of Unearthly Child or episodes 2 through 4. Because if it was 2 through 4,
it was just going to be like the first, up to the cliffhanger of the shadow. That's all I wanted to show people.
Yeah.
So now that we're live, just real quick, the audience.
Oh, we're live
for
real? Okay, nice.
Yeah, the audience can see my sample monster that I put up on screen. Just one I came up with real quick, and just wanted to get out there uninterrupted. Sorry, wasn't really much of a team player right now, but I'd like to present you all to Antoine.
Oh, Antoine. Oh, that's beautiful.
And you've given him the Rayman color scheme?
I'm trying to get Discord to work so I can look at your fucking... Oh, there it is.
It reminds me of... I once read a fan had a theory before the prequels came out that all the Jedi were clones in the Clone Wars, and Obi-Wan's name is OB-1.
Oh, wow.
I'm shaking my head. But I was thinking, does the O kind of ruin it if it's Antoine? But I was like, Antoine, that's actually more correct, if anything, than it would be otherwise. Now, I don't think he's much of a villain, looking at him. Like, I wouldn't think he's a villain. He's got a scarf on.
He's holding a hat!
Yeah, do villains not wear hats? Joker wears a hat.
No, he's just holding it like a little jokey guy. He's just like, hello.
Yeah, and he could be unsuspecting, though. He could be kind of an Orietta Mayflower kind of figure, like he could be...
It reminds me of Frobisher.
All right, we have to delete it. If it reminds people of existing Doctor Who, it has to go. That's like the mandate, is it cannot remind people of the existing show.
Orietta's not the best example to use.
Yeah, but it's the one that's in my head right now. It's the one that's in my head right now.
Yeah.
All right, let me save.
It feels like it feels like an alien that would you think it's a goofy little silly guy, and then like 3/4 of the way through the story, you find out he's like doing like a slave trade or something.
Jesus, I was going to say like the Meep.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's the sort of thing the Meep would be up to.
I mean, yeah, I can imagine the Meep doing it. Just it would make less sense with the Meep.
Sure.
I was saying there's a trope in where there's this cute character in like a sci-fi show, and then the main characters think it's really cute, and then like bring it back to their ship or something, and then it turns out to be evil in some way.
Remind me, did they do that with Pating?
Pating was always a bit of
I don't think it's quite. I don't think that's quite the
just
same.
feral from the start. Yeah, he was feral from the start.
It's been a very long time since I've seen the hemoglobin disaster or whatever the fuck it's called.
The Runga Conundrum. I've only seen it.
I think it's more. It's like I feel like there's like 20 episodes of Rick and Morty that do that.
There's definitely episodes of Futurama that do that.
So welcome to a new episode of Monster Madness, everybody. I'm your host, Pup. With me today is Dom, who was here last week, so he doesn't really need to say anything special, just,
Hey. Hello.
We have the Darnaf, who is also back from last week, so we can just kind of phone his entrance in.
Hey.
And then Quinton, what's your whole relation to Doctor Who, Quinton? Like, what are you here for?
Oh, yeah, so I've been watching Doctor Who since I began to retain memories. My dad got really obsessed with like collecting the classic series before it came back. And I remember one day that we saw the news that they were going to make a new season, and my dad said, yeah, it'll probably get like 1 or 2 seasons, and then they'll cancel it. And I said, oh, well. And then it stuck around. And so I've always watched Doctor Who.
Like the Disney one got 2
They
seasons.
did cancel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just ahead of the curve on that one. But I've always liked Doctor Who. I've always watched it. I've made a few Doctor Who videos, but it's not really the main thing I'm known for on my channel. I make pop culture retrospectives. So that's kind of what I do, and I'm known for talking about children's sitcoms.
Now,
so,
of course,
you know,
I remember a different time. I remember a different Quentin.
Yeah, I was thinking the other day. I was thinking about videos that I started working on that got canceled, and I remembered that you and I wrote like an entire finished Quentin reviews video that was just going to be a crossover between the two of us, and it would have been like my 4th video ever.
Jeez. I don't think I even had a plan of who I even was at the time, though. I definitely wasn't Pup at the time. I think I was more like, I want to say attempted entertainment.
We were going to talk about the episode, and you were just going to be Will.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was going to be a crossover because it was going to be that. Yep, no, yep, forget, yep, makes sense.
That's an interesting nugget of lore there.
Well, I mean, Quentin and I, we kind of go way back in a way. Like, we were like Facebook friends for a long time. And we used to like kind of have like debate between like which showrunner was better between Russell T Davies and Stephen Moffat. And okay, I concede you win this round, Quentin. But like, and then there was just shitting about on bit strips and stuff like that. And I remember one day, I was posting something along the lines like "Nostalgia Critic is so funny XD" on Facebook. And Quentin's like, I'm actually starting my own little YouTube and stuff like that. And I think the first video I saw of yours was the Dimensions in Time review. So that's yeah, it's a real deep dive that.
Yeah, deep cut.
Good times.
Yeah, I had a whole season of Doctor Who content that I made when I was like a sophomore in high school, and then I unlisted them all eventually, and somehow like none of them have been archived. And you know, you would think that someone would have all those unlisted somewhere, but no. That's one of the ones I always think about, like reposting some of them, but with like the cringy jokes cut out.
I say just keep it in there. Like, cringe, again, is just a myth made up by Big Normal.
Well, it's one thing to be like, it's cringe that I'm really nerdy about this. And then there's another thing to be like, here's a joke I make about how Nicole O'Brien is hot. And I'm like, oh my God, why did I make videos as a teenager? You know?
To be fair, it was the landscape, wasn't it? Like, the internet and kind of the demand for entertainment was so different in, like, the early 2010s to what it is now. Like...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was at a time when like that kind of rage critic and stuff was all in vogue, and like videos were just kind of more skit based. Nowadays, people want things to be a bit more. I mean, I say succinct, but then again, aren't like 90% of your videos like 8 hours long? But like, you could be kind of succinct and long at the same time, if that makes sense. It's just knowing how to be. It's just a matter of stamina, really, isn't it, when you think about it?
Just nowadays, you're not allowed to say your evil clone showed up and pointed a gun at you and forced you to review Sonic 06. That's more
I'm going to bring that back.
10 years ago thing.
The thing is, that has to be done now.
I do remember I sent you like my Timmy Turner review, which is like, it's probably the oldest video that I would suggest people watch. In fact, I remade it a couple of years ago. And I remember, I think at some point you sent me a message of something like, wow, I think you're a little better than the Nostalgia Critic.
The high praise.
I didn't say it like that, Quentin. You know, I didn't say it like that. I probably said it exactly like that, but intended it fully as a compliment.
Well, it was the era where the Nostalgia Critic had started doing like, I'm gonna do a movie review, but we're gonna refilm the entire movie as a skit.
Which back then I thought was like the coolest shit, by the way, because I was like, well, that's one way of getting around when the movie's not out on digital yet, you know? Well, I suppose it would have been DVD back then, wouldn't it? Jesus.
The whole reason he did that in the first place is because his show Demo Reel failed, but he didn't want to give up on the idea, and he still had 2 actors he'd hired, so he started combining that skit style into his reviews.
Being
for
completely
years.
honest, I do understand the critiques, but I also kind of respect the whole, like, oh, okay, people didn't want this idea, so what if I just put this idea in the thing that people do want? And I understand that it is like the supply and demand thing of like, okay, the audience rejected this, so why would you necessarily inject it into your main thing? But that kind of tells me that maybe he was in it more for creative fulfillment than the business end of things, if that makes sense. I don't know, but like, I don't know. Let's design some monsters though, shall we? Because right now the audience is stuck looking at Ant 1 right now, and I think they deserve something else. All right, so someone just give me a word to work off of real quick. Just a random word, first thing off the top of your head.
Honey.
Leg.
Honey leg.
Honey.
All right, we got to work with it. Okay, honey leg.
Great.
Oh, crap. Oh, Lord.
All right, so I'm guessing a honey leg. Why is my computer low-key lagging? What's going on here?
It takes a lot of processing power to run Microsoft Word.
Yeah.
Close.
Microsoft Word.
It's a bit of a clubfoot, but
All
I guess
right,
it's
so
a honey leg, so we don't know how they're shaped.
I guess
When
a
you
honey
said,
leg.
can someone yell out a word? The people in chat said Zarbi. Oh no, excuse me. The people in chat said Among Us, cheese grommet, tongue.
Cheese grommet.
Oh, Mr. Krabs is in the chat, isn't he?
Oh, how'd it go?
Yeah,
Yes.
there he is. So Mr. Krabs is insane. Mr. Krabs just vomits words out, creates lore, often spends money to do so as well. And he's a good sport. He could take a joke. So we respect Mr. Krabs around here. So here's Honey Leg then. I'm guessing Honey Leg would just kind of walk around like that spring hand from Toy Story 1, you know?
I was sort of thinking like the Thing from the Addams Family.
I was thinking more like a jar of honey that has a single leg.
Oh, yeah.
That's much more Uncanny Valley.
You're right, that is pretty good. I mean, okay, what if we do just start off with some kind of creature that does just have a single, like, leg? Like a single foot.
Okay,
So, like, you remember the hand box from Toy Story 1? We're going to start off with a foot instead of a hand.
Okay.
Why do I know how to kind of draw that? No, I don't know how to draw a foot, do I? This is not good.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
It's
happy
like-
I don't, to be honest.
Get angry for a second.
Why is his big toe so swollen?
Don't worry about it. I'm going to stop the foot part here. So we're going to just kind of plug this part up here. Okay, we've got our foot.
I haven't figured out how to watch the stream on Discord yet, so I've just been watching the YouTube video on a lag.
Oh, I suggest watching it on the Discord.
Oh, here we go. I found it. Yeah,
I'm
here we
glad
go.
you're
Wait.
enjoying the interface, but... All right.
There we go. Okay, that is a foot.
All right, so we want it to kind of be a foot that's
Kinda.
coming out of something, don't we? So, like, we want, like, a jar.
Big
Let's
jar.
not do a jar.
No jar?
Well, what if this part here is, like, the jar? Like, what if we, like, kind of have that? And then you can have,
Okay, so like one of those novelty beer mugs.
Kinda, yeah. Do they have ones in the shape of a foot?
Somewhere,
I'm pretty sure.
probably.
I'm not asking out of interest. Just heads up.
Reminds me a bit of the leg lamp from A Christmas Story, but except with honey.
I don't
It's just
remember
a
there being a
foot.
leg lamp in the Christmas story.
There, isn't
You
there?
don't remember?
I don't,
thing
truth
from
be
the-
told, remember A Christmas Story.
I want to say it's very funny that in the first stream I show up to, this is the very first thing we come up with.
Who said foot first? Well, that was Dom, right? Like,
I said leg. I said leg.
leg, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
we
leg.
honed it on the foot.
Yeah, we kind of wanted to
Okay.
just focus it in a little bit, you know, like leg
Yeah.
is excessive.
I see.
So it's a honey jar, right? Like,
Yes.
I guess
This
a
just
honey
seems like
jar
something I'd
would
see on
have
Temu.
a honey jar would have like a drawing of a bee on. Hang on, I got to put both hands on the trackpad for this. I can't draw a circle. All right, well. Okay, so a bee. It's kind of this kind of thing. I draw bees like girls draw bees, man. Like, this is like...
What's the deal?
And what's the deal with this
With
bee
the
in my trapper keeper?
What's the deal with my girlfriend?
We're
And what's
all
the deal
cousins.
with 16-year-old girls?
We're all 17-year-olds. We're bees.
She wants to get a B on her English test.
I went on another podcast. It was the official podcast, and I told the Jerry Seinfeld 17-year-old story, and I guess I was kind of ahead of the curve. And when I finished the story, there was a pause, and then one of them went, "Well, love is love," and I was like,
no,
to this day, I still wonder if they cut that out.
That's crazy.
But do you guys know the full story of how that happened? Because to me, it sounds like a knockoff Seinfeld episode.
Go on.
When did that happen?
I'm telling you, George, the age of consent in Europe is 16. Yeah,
no. Okay,
Europe,
so
Jerry.
How about I just tell the story? Okay, so Jerry Seinfeld is in New York. He's famous from doing Seinfeld. He meets this girl. He's like, "Wow, she's so beautiful." They get to chatting. They hit it off, and they go like, "Okay, let's exchange numbers. I kind of want to, So they end up going on a date. It goes well. Then they go on a second date, and she goes, "Oh, it's my birthday today." And he goes, "Oh, well, how old are you?" And she goes, "Oh, I just turned 18." And he goes, "Oh." And so then he basically talks to his guy friends, and he's like, "Yeah, I accidentally went on a date with a 17-year-old, and now she's 18." And basically the vibe was his guy friends were like, this is where it feels like a Seinfeld episode where they were like, "Well, you're in the clear. You didn't do anything. It's not illegal to hold hands with a 17-year-old, and now you're fine."
Jesus
Christ. So he just started dating her because she was 18 now, and he would go to her high school and pick her up. And the story goes that all her guy friends were like, "Yeah, it's what happens." And then all his girlfriends, all his female friends, were pissed at him.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Well, what's the deal?"
So what's the deal with that?
Christ. What's the deal with the age of consent? Well, love is love, so.
It just reminds me of that time Chris Chan was suggesting a Seinfeld monologue about him at one point. Or them, I should say. Yeah, I can't remember, but it was just something along the lines of, "Oh, you know what? Not on the stream. Not going to recite it on the stream. Yeah, sure. Bad idea. Getting carried away. But, yeah. It's,
so I know that you drew the bee as a mascot, but I'm now picturing it as a Dalek Emperor thing.
No, it's we're kind of on the same page here. I kind of have the idea, what if it's a bee that's piloting a mechanized foot?
Mechanized.
Yes.
Oh
so does the foot sort of walk on its own?
It hops.
It hops.
Yeah, it's a really cumbersome design. This bee is not onto something.
Could just have a concealed rotor.
I was imagining Thing from the Addams Family, except instead of that the fingers moving it around, it's the big toe is just kind of barely dragging it.
Yeah.
It could be. It could
and
be
I'm imagining the Doctor.
I'm
imagining the Doctor encountering this character, and the companions are like, "We gotta swat this bee," and the Doctor's like, "It is morally. You cannot kill a bee. That is morally reprehensible.
You have to starve the bee to death instead.
You have to lock the bee in a room with no honey for a year."
That is the morally correct answer.
We can evolve that plot line. Let's make it so that, okay, the bee is miserable on this earth, so we're going to use a magic wand to cast a spell to ensure the bee never gets a girlfriend.
Well, canonically, bees are aliens, I think, in Doctor Who.
Yeah, but fuck canon, right? Fuck canon.
You should take one of the things off. So it can be ableist, like the Cybermen and Daleks, where it's the bee is disabled.
Sorry, what?
Oh God, what?
It's well, of course, everyone says the Davros is ableist, right?
Right.
And then Russell T Davies made the backstory for the Cybermen, the modern series, that it was a guy in a wheelchair trying to figure out how to solve that, and he made the Cybermen.
This is the thing, though, is legitimately, the thing is, when he did that whole interview bit, he did have a point about how there is a problem with a stigma of, the disabled villain and stuff like that. I get it, it's a trope, it exists. But I don't like the fact that he basically decided to do that as opposed to saying we just didn't have the prop ready. Because that it was because of that. It's like the whole Jodie Whittaker thing as well. It's like Russell T Davies, you could go to him and be like, "Sir, we got a Dalek story, but no Dalek props. You didn't factor it into the budget." And he's just like, oh dear, we're absolutely screwed now, aren't we? Let's just say it's because immigrants. That's why.
Yeah.
What?
I said this in the interview with Verdana. Did I say that wrong? I'm sorry.
You said it fine.
Okay.
You nailed it.
But I have a theory that Russell T Davies is a compulsive liar.
Oh, me too.
And he'll just lie at any particular time for no reason.
I mean, the thing is, right? So I have my own experience of Russell lying. Okay, is that whole thing when he said, "Oh, the little boy was disappointed by Abzorbaloff because he expected it to be the size of a double-decker bus." Bullshit! I was not disappointed. I never said I was disappointed. And back then, I just chalked up to, oh, Russell, you know him, he's a showman and stuff. Now I'm just like, no, what a Weasley little liar, dude. What a Weasley little liar, dude. Like, that's just kind of how I see the whole thing.
Yeah.
Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, when you said that in the interview, Quentin, I like at the time I sort of low-key thought you were right, but I was like intentionally trying to toe the line of like not being too uncharitable to Russell. So I was just sort of I sort of agreed, but I didn't want to like go along with it too hard. But like post Christmas special cancellation, it's become like abundantly obvious.
You
to
idiot.
everyone.
Did you think I was working this past year, you dumb fuck? You fucking moron. You absolute fucking
All those
swine.
words that I said in Doctor Who magazine were just random shit that I made up. Sorry, guys. There's no episode.
The thing is, I don't buy it. Like, I get the feeling that...
Oh, no, I think he was lying the second time. I think there was a
disagreement.
script, and he's lying now in saying that there wasn't a script to save face for the fact that the plug was pulled on it.
Yeah.
I think he was lying partially both times. I think the first time he was working on something, but there wasn't any promise that it was going to happen. And then the second time he just said, oh, I was never working on anything.
The thing is, with them constantly trying to, like, make out that this whole thing was the plan all along and that everything went exactly as it's like, okay, look at the size of the failure here. You do not want credit for this. Like, the reality war is the kind of thing where, like, in years to come, if the show comes back, when the show comes back, I think it will come back. When it does, there's no way we're following up on that. And it's okay for just us all to collectively admit we pulled the plug because it was too shit. The show had gotten too bad. We had something, we thought it was a good idea at the time. It was too shit. We need to move on. And that's why I'm kind of not even concerned about canon when creating these monsters here, because it's just like, what the fuck are we going to do? Are we just going to say Billy Piper fought this thing? Or what? Like,
she's about to be at a con where I live, and I was reading an interview where she was like, please don't ask. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, she said like she hates
I feel
this.
sorry for her.
I think the wording was, until the show comes back, that was Rose Tyler. So don't ask me about it.
I mean,
really
she's kind of
does...
condemned to be answering those questions for the rest of her life.
It really does feel, though, like... This is probably a very uncharitable way of putting it, but the optics of this are... Russell T Davies took a big fart on stage, went off behind the curtain, shoved Billy Piper out there for us, and was like, I'm going home. It's like, it doesn't come off very well for anyone involved. Like...
So speaking of canon...
Okay.
I think this guy needs a cannon arm. And here's my pitch. I think every great Doctor Who villain needs to have some kind of mechanized way that they harm a person, and that kind of makes you go, oh my god, now I'm terrified of blank. So I'm picturing like one arm is a robot arm and one arm is a robot arm. And
I give a foot an arm.
He has two arms. One arm is a robot arm, and one arm is like a cannon that like sucks up something.
I'm with you.
Like I don't know, like your knowledge of shows you've binged or something, like something arbitrary that would like scare you, like it like makes you get old or something. It's like the beach that makes you old. It's that, but it's a cannon arm that makes you old. Like it's got to be something that makes people go, oh my god, now I'm scared of bees in feet.
All right, let me test something. I don't know how Paint's functionality works with this kind of thing. So if I take this and then I just move it, will it move the white with? No, we could just make the arm separate and then just attach it. Cool. Good to know.
Well, yeah, there's a whole selection for that turns that on and off.
What if instead of just one bee inside of his fake
fact,
limits,
you see the orb below green or below the black there, below the color you're selecting? I believe that's the background color. So like if you make I think if you make that one the same color as the honey, you can pick up the foot and the honey will stay.
Okay. We'll leave the honey bee, I say. Honeybee. We'll leave the honey bee, I say. Let me just hang on. Realign myself. Okay, right, here we go. Okay. Okay, so is the bee actually the pilot or a prisoner? Like, are we just imprisoning?
I'm very pro the bee being a pilot, and the bee
I'm
is
pro
like
being the pilot. I'm pro the bee having its own ambitions.
I think the
I
bee
agree.
wants to get off Earth. I think the bee is tired of hearing about Trump, and the bee is like, I just want to go, but I can't go into space like normal bees, so I need to suck up vague energy from people to make them old and make them forget Netflix shows.
Is it just a regular bee or like a special alien bee?
Jad the Mad 7871 posted in the chat. It turns you into bees, and now I've got this image of it just spraying some of the honey at somebody, and it just goes for this Jeff Goldblum fly transformation into a bee, and it's just that's quite horrifying. I like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
This is basically a Buzz Lightyear I'm just realizing.
It makes this
that's cool.
Nice little bee in a foot. Completely horrific.
Now, Quinn, remind me, what were the appendages we wanted?
His right arm, from his perspective, is a robot arm, and his left arm is a cannon that probably makes you old or sprays honey on you or both, you know.
Let me make another set of this arm here.
Oh, what if instead of just one bee inside, he's like filled with bees, like he's just piloted by bees, and if he takes off one of his false limbs, like a bunch of bees will fly out and sting you.
The thing is, who's piloting it? Do they all have to like agree to make a decision and work?
It's like a hive mind, you know. They're all working together, and then the queen bee is like is in the brain.
Okay.
Who's going to be in the little like sonic ball on the foot?
Nothing. That's just a ball.
Yeah.
Okay, but imagine if we put Sonic the Hedgehog in there. That'd be baller.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. We could imply that Sonic is in there.
Subtly through dialogue, it's implied that Sonic the Hedgehog is inside that ball the whole time.
Someone mentions
Sonic was in the ball.
goes, "Oh, we should go and visit him."
Oh god.
Best line of dialogue in the show in a decade. I like Star Trek. Oh, we should go and visit them. Cool. Sure.
Okay, so blaster. What does a blaster even look like in this context?
Basically, just put like a cube, like a circular, like kind of rounded cube on the end of it, I guess. Almost like a portal thing.
Like this kind of deal?
Yeah, you get it. Right. Right now, it kind of looks like a ham, but I still dig it.
We can make it ham-like. If its hand was actually a ham.
Put a barrel on the end. Yeah.
This is a very Mega Man coded villain.
We're committing. Okay.
Well, you pick it up what I'm putting down here, right? Like,
oh my.
Now people are going to be like, I'm scared of bees and I'm scared of ham now because of this.
Scared of ham and bees, you know, like.
You know.
I mean, put it this way: if you've got an alien bee that has created a mechanism for itself, a reminder: bees. Their brains are not going to come up with the kind of thing you'd hope a human brain would come up with, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you need a human
That's a great
brain?
excuse for what we've made here.
I mean, I think so.
Well, you have to think about it as if a bee made this thing.
Yeah, exactly. And a bee
really
isn't going to know what to make as like an appendage. It's just going to be like, yeah, fuck it, put ham on the end of it, you know?
Can we agree that the bee is voiced by Jerry Seinfeld, if it's ever in an episode?
Oh, I don't know. Do we want that?
What's the deal with
this ham
Palestinians?
Jesus.
Well, it's just that's the main thing I think about with Jerry Seinfeld. Did you see the quote, the interview someone did?
Oh, yeah, because he's all like, oh, you're anti-Semitic.
Well, I don't really care about Palestinians. Okay. Great.
The Seinfeld slander is fucking incredible.
I'm not slandering. That's a real thing.
I know. Sorry, in print it's libel.
What?
Let's have it so that he's got like a finger out, so he's like doing a little reach, you know? And then, obviously his little fingers are going to be the color of his little sweatsuit underneath. Okay, so this, I'm guessing will go Okay, so you said on his right you wanted an empty hand, or is that our right, or
yes, yes. So I mean, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, I'm thinking that hand on our left, the bee's right.
The bee
so
is
this
always
goes
right.
here, right?
Oh yeah, that looks sick. Now move the body over the ham
Yep,
arm, so the
yep.
ham arm's kind of behind it. That's amazing.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is giving War Machine, like Hartnell era War Machine.
I don't know if we should maybe put a net around the ham just to keep it.
I just realized the foot looks like if you zoom into the foot, it looks like a sideways bowling pin.
I could see it.
I did kind of pick up on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not good at drawing toes.
Yeah.
Unless they're Sonic character toes.
Yeah, glaze that ham. Now I'm just thinking about the Candy Man. That's like one of my favorite Doctor Who monsters.
I just realized I got
God.
this green sklutch over here.
Okay,
The
now
Candyman
I'm
is on this
picturing it.
level of premise.
The way it's shaped, I'm picturing it as like slithering around now.
You reckon it kind of like just slides about like a Dalek in a way?
It slides about.
This is
Well,
a
that's
Dalek.
what I was saying. Like the toes wiggle and it kind of like inches forwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like we've made like the new Dalek here, though. Like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When
For sure.
New Who premieres in years from now, whenever that is, this
You
will
could
be like
definitely
the
flip this into the
flagship
first Jodie
monster.
Whittaker season.
this
And
is
no one would blink.
it's not like a Nickelodeon Dalek, like make it all orange and shit, like
This is
give
what
it-
will be on the CBBC's whatever show.
CBBS.
Sure.
I believe that's it.
It's
Okay,
all
so what is
libbity
the name of
bibbity
our
to
little creature here anyway? What should we name him?
Beebazor.
Competitive tender. Because the
Competitive
ham is really
Beebazor?
tender.
How about that? Competitive Beebazor.
Competitive.
Yeah.
He could have a
Competitive
rival.
tender ham.
He could have a little tender ham. He could have a rival. Hang on, wait. Let's
Rival
duplicate him.
Oh,
Now right click it and click invert.
I would have thought that the natural rival would be some sort of wasp-based creature.
I mean, I wasn't thinking that kind of right. So here's what I'm thinking. Right. So let's
You
grab
just
our...
use the negative. Oh, okay.
No. I already did that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our baby boy here, and we're going to. How do we flip? How do we flip in this?
Right click, flip horizontal.
Okay. Oh, they're touching toesies. All right. Right. Let's get this one here.
Oh wow.
Oh, boy.
Intimate.
All right. Now, they got to have different kind of color shades. I think, like, to kind of showcase that they're different. Like differences. They have differences between them. Now, because this one's
Okay.
bad.
Oh, I see. So red.
Oh, so the one we designed before is retroactively a good guy.
Oh,
He's a decent bee.
he's morally ambiguous.
Morally ambiguous.
Yeah.
These are the kind of bees they're making in Africa.
Red, green.
And then this needs to be red. In fact, it doesn't look evil enough, does it? Like, it needs to look eviler. Okay, let's make...
So this is like the Shadow the
Why don't-
Hedgehog version.
Yeah.
Can you give him some angry eyebrows? The bee, I mean.
I'm
Oh, that's
liking
good.
it.
That's good.
I'm liking it.
You
What
should
about
like add
moustache?
mold to the ham.
Big unibrow.
Big mustache. I love it.
Wario.
And he's got to have a bit of mold on his jar as well while we're at it.
No, I was saying on the ham.
On the... yes. Yeah, let's...
Ew. Ew.
Or what if the meat was all sort of rotted away and it's just the bone? Just the
What if it's just
ham
Dr.
bone.
Seuss meat?
I've just noticed the colors of this guy. Zerg. He's fucking
Oh.
Zerg.
Yeah, I was saying you stuck with the
And then,
you stuck with
Buzz
the Buzz
Lightyear and Zerg.
That's great.
Okay, let's try and make this ham look a bit more scungy. Take the colors of the ham and just hue shift them slightly greener, for starters, I think.
Yes.
I think trying to make it too withered might be ambitious on our budget.
So are we thinking that, like, these are two, like, they're having a war, and, like, maybe the humans are caught in the middle of the battlefield?
I've had another idea.
Go, like, war bad.
What if...
War bad.
Ugh, what a horrible color for a ham. What if... that's hideous. You would not color ham that way. I was just thinking, maybe these guys aren't invaders or anything. They are outer space, kind of like luchador wrestlers, effectively. And they fight with ham.
That. Okay. So it's like they're going to do a wrestling match, and it's like whoever wins is like, maybe one of them's representing a different planet, and the plan is that, you know, if B1 loses, their planet gets blown up.
I mean, I think these bees are probably from the same world, I'm thinking, but it could be boroughs, maybe, or hives, I don't know. Maybe they all have hives.
There's some intergalactic wrestling federation where these two wrestlers will fight, but their battleground to fight is like an entire planet, and they'll just sort of invade a planet randomly, and then in their fight, like, cities will get destroyed and such, and the Doctor has to, like, stop them from, like, destroying Earth in their ensuing fight.
If you really want to make the green kind of mold slime disgusting, put like a hint of white at the bottom of the ooze.
Okay.
Because I feel like white mold is creepier than green mold.
We could even airbrush it, couldn't we?
Well, I think black mold is the creepiest type of mold, if you want to go all the way.
Yeah, but it just doesn't feel right on food, I feel like.
Oh yeah, the brush size thing is here now, isn't it?
It's so weird.
So we just add like some little specks of white on there?
Yeah, there you go.
God, that's disgusting.
This is a nasty ass ham.
That's disgusting.
It's the circle of Liff.
Uh.
You know what? I'm thinking this white is fine, sorry, but it's just not quite yellow enough.
In my head, these bees are like screen addicted. You know, they're like, oh, they can't operate without looking at a screen. And the reason is because neither of them are facing the way of their robot. So I figure they just have an iPad in the back. And maybe that is important to the way the Doctor one-ups them or something.
Like some kind of iPad thing in there for them. So there'd be like a little monitor in here, I get. Let's make it so that the outline of the... Nah, we're not fussing around about lighting. We'll put the little iPad screen thing in here.
What do they use the ham for?
They hit each other with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
I thought that was going to be like a why does the chicken cross the road thing.
All right, so he's got his little screen. And his screen needs to be more evil looking. So it's got to have like a horn on it, I think.
Yes.
And it's
space helmet for a cow.
Like an indigo color. With a red thing here. And his antenna have to be red too, I think, because he's evil. There we go.
Yes. Excellent.
Let's have a look. Adam Sandler.
The finale for this should be a bunch of people should get in, you should design a new incarnation of the Doctor, and then you should make a t-shirt of like the Doctor facing against all these aliens.
All the different monsters that we've had so far.
Yeah.
Actually, Quinn, did you see the ones from last week?
I kind of saw them. They've kind of been in chat. There was like a weird Transformer one.
Yeah, that is Flector Salamanca. He's like a Megazord made of mirrors.
That's great.
And like he can like mirror like things. Like Dom, what was the thing he could do? He could like mirror like armies and shit and create distorted versions of them.
Yes.
To fight against others.
Basically that you summed it up.
So if you were to look into the mirror of Flector Salamanca, an evil version of me would come out, basically, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Or I suppose in
It would
this
be
case,
photonic, so it wouldn't last amazingly long, but...
Could he power up? Could he make it so that the reflections last a little longer?
He could do. I mean, it just gives him more...
What if you make
more energy because of power?
What if you try and intentionally make a couple bad guys where it's like eventually they do form like, oh, this bad guy's this is just a hand. And then eventually it's like, oh, we could stack all the aliens and then they form a giant robot. Because these guys could be the feet.
I mean, yeah, because the greasy gloingus was effectively an eyeball.
It really was, wasn't it?
So what are we calling these ham bone babies? Oh, just one more added feature, just to really assert that this guy's bad.
God.
Gonna put a little crack along the bone.
Yeah.
Oh, you've sold it now.
Fucking gnarly.
Speak.
Now, if I had it my way, this is one of those things where maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I kind of want to add, like, flame print to this one.
That's funny.
So, like, I don't know if this is like a too much moment, like if this is a Russell stop.
I think that's funny. Very Michael Bay.
I mean, sometimes you gotta be a bit more silly with it, you know? Like, this would be a fun episode, I think. Like,
yeah.
What
Sadly,
do you
they don't do episodes
Does the
anymore.
Doctor side with one of the bees over the other, or like is?
Nah, he's a good sportsman. I like to think.
They're both bad.
I'm thinking the companion and the Doctor get separated, and so the audience sees both sides of the conflict.
The companion has to like befriend the purple bee, and the Doctor has to befriend the other one. No, actually, that's boring.
And they both
Have the
think the
Doctor
other one's
befriend the
evil.
purple one.
They both believe the other one's evil, and then they have to like reconcile that.
Or maybe they don't. Maybe they're both just good sportsmen, you know. But like, there's a problem going on at the thing that they need help with.
It's just an adaptation of Star Trek's "Let That Be Your Last Battlefield."
Yeah, except it's way better.
But we should visit what I'm talking about.
Star Trek is bad.
Shut up.
Picard sucks.
Shut up.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Oh my god, the flames actually make this thing way better.
Wow.
Okay,
that's
so
awesome.
Amazing,
yeah.
I think it's kind of a hard design now.
I'm feeling Beebletrons.
Beebletron. What are we thinking, guys? We like Beebletron?
Is there a way to work a ham pun into it as well?
Ham Beebletron.
The ham-fisted Beebletrons.
The ham-fisted Beebletron is actually awesome.
In, like, you know, like ham bone, like ham bee.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the ham-fisted Beebletron because as it is, I'm always looking for adjectives to have in my villain names. There's just something wonderful about that.
That does sound like it sounds like a 70s Doctor Who episode mashed with a Power Rangers episode.
I do love me a good bit of power. Also, I just want to point out one more thing. The screen in Good Bees thing emits light. The screen in Bad Bees thing, you might notice it doesn't emit light because it emits darkness instead.
Wow.
That's just a science that they've tapped into.
The antimatter.
Beebletron. So, I'm liking the ham-fisted Beebletron. Any other ideas?
Like ham-fisted is so good. I can't believe it took me a while to come around to that.
I can't believe this is...
Sometimes the first time you hear something, it's a little unexpected, you know? But then, you take a moment and you realize, this is fucking brilliant.
We've kind of made gold here.
We did last week as well, to be honest. I'm still very proud of the designs we came up with. I was thinking about... Peak. I'm just going to get arrogant for a second here, right? I was thinking about characters like Tim Shaw, Pating, all that, and I was thinking, Greasy Gloingus alone fucking bodies them.
I have a Tim Shaw Funko Pop just because he's so stupid to me.
The thing is, a villain that's made of teeth is actually a really cool idea. They just didn't really do anything with the whole
I was
thing.
thinking
he's not actually made of teeth.
Like,
he just has a bunch of teeth in him.
I was thinking earlier about like the difference between like a good Moffat villain and like the typical Chibnall villain, and I was trying to reinvent that concept. Damn it, stupid. I was trying to reinvent that concept as like a Stephen Moffat, like, oh my god, now I'm afraid of blank. And so the idea in my head is it's a dentist that's wearing a face mask. and the dentist never takes the face mask off, and the dentist is taking people's teeth out. But then you see him take the face mask off, and he's shoving people's teeth into the gap the face mask covers.
Oh my god.
That would freak people out. But I feel like the way they did it in the episode is just like, wow, this is dumb.
I also just
Shoving
need a minute because
my
as I'm carefully writing the word Beebletron out on a trackpad, I can't help but laugh at the word Beebletron.
Beebletron is good.
It's the weirdest new addition to Transformers canon.
I feel like you hear it, but you really process it when you have to write it out on a trackpad. Like,
yeah.
Beebletron.
Hang on,
You
I
should
don't
do a
like how
t-shirt of
off-center it is.
Abzorbaloff after absorbing all these bad guys.
Oh, Abzorbaloff's dead. Canonically
He's been
speaking.
long dead, yeah.
Him and his dad
Oh,
are
is he?
dead. Yeah,
And
they've
his
been
dad.
Well, what
killed
about
off
the other one?
permanently. They're all dead. They're all gone. They're all dead.
Okay.
So there's the short film, The Genuine Article, which released as part of the Doctor Who lockdown event, which Dom, myself, and our other housemate Sam all worked on in the space of, I think, 48 hours, less even. And that got to be part of the official Doctor Who lockdown. But in it, I said to Dom, can we just kill Abzorbaloff? Can we, like, take this new villain and kill Abzorbaloff with him? And, yeah, we had it so Abzorbaloff's dad has come back to avenge Abzorbaloff as part of that lockdown thing. And
Yeah.
I was just like, kill his dad as well. And I'm just going to headcanon it that the Krakenord, the villain that killed Abzorbaloff, went and killed the rest of them. He just completely wiped out the Abrovians.
That's hilarious.
God.
So,
No more
Yeah.
calm.
That's what I call closure.
so that's the thing, is when people are like, oh, become showrunner and bring back Abzorbaloff, it's like, yes, I will become showrunner. No, I will not bring back Abzorbaloff. He's not coming back.
This might be embarrassing, but I distinctly remember we had a conversation where you pitched to me the next season of Doctor Who you would do. And I distinctly remember that a huge part of it was going to be that the Doctor falls out of his universe and he crosses over with Rose Tyler and the Doctor clone.
Oh,
there's a
yeah,
whole thing
yeah. This was...
And I remember
Okay, so
just thinking,
you can't say
Yeah.
something like that without mentioning that it was over a decade ago. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. But it was just, I just
Back then, I genuinely thought, yeah, bring back RTD, bring back David Tennant, bring back this, that, and the other. Because I was like, okay, the reason was I was thinking about Victory of the Daleks a lot and how they said the Daleks are actually going to win this time, when in actuality they just went with their tails between their legs, as per the usual. And I was just like, that's not a fucking victory. And I was just like, if you want to have them have a victory, have them invade the parallel world. It doesn't matter. It's another world, you know? Fuck those guys. Just have them die.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I think we've all had that, like, period where we've, like, come up with a laughably shit Doctor Who idea.
I'm still in that period.
Well, I'm in the period where you think that the current idea is actually really, really fucking good. So, so in 10 years' time, it's going to be the worst idea. But Dom will vouch. I have like a whole 3-season plan for Doctor Who. Like,
He does. It's quite good. It's
he
quite
actually
good.
likes it. He likes it.
Yeah.
And he'll get a 2-season greenlit, and then he'll make the first 2 seasons.
And then do a
Yeah,
spin-off.
and then
And end
third
it with
one
the
will be abandoned.
Abzorbaloff showing up again and a surprise cameo, and then the show will get canceled.
I told you he's dull, right? You're right. Yeah, because Russell said for years he wouldn't come back to Doctor Who, I remember as well. Like, he was like, oh, I'm not coming back. I'm like, what changed? What happened?
Yeah.
What happened here? Who threatened you? Because he wrote that show like he had a gun to his head, like, in the end. I got you.
I just want to see
script
Susan
now. Let
come
me
back.
live.
I just want a Christmas special where Susan comes back. I just want it to be nice and wholesome.
The thing
just
is,
all I
though,
want.
like, a lot of people were saying, like, oh, well, one very good thing to come out of the Russell era was the return of the Christmas specials. But I'm like, at this point, we're kind of just praising the fact that there's an episode airing on Christmas Day, because I wouldn't say either of them were good. I mean, okay, Church on Ruby Road, to be fair, that is one that's going to fall victim to rot for me, because it's one of the better overall episodes, I'd say, of the Gatwa era. But like a lot of the better episodes of the Gatwa era, it tends to fall into the whole, well, that was a piece of shit thing because it is kind of it's a building block in a shit building, if that makes sense. Like, it's a perfectly good brick in a shitty building, if does that make sense?
Which is why I contest. I still don't get why people say Moffat wrote the worst finales, because I was like, Moffat's the only one where people like his seasons more like
With
years
time.
after than they did at the time. And it's usually because they're like, well, in the context with that finale, I kind of get it now.
Well, I'm kind of black-pilled on Doctor Who finales in that I believe Doctor Who has never really consistently had good finales, like, ever.
I sadly
any
came
point.
around to that recently, to be honest. When we did we were doing a rewatch ahead of the RTD2 era, which we never finished. We got to about midway through season 10, and we just never got round to the rest. I think because Doctor Who came back in that time and got ruined in the process. So we need to finish up that season 10 rewatch because I really want to see that Capaldi finale again. But as we were watching through the Russell era, it's like I remember like Stolen Earth and Journey's End being the coolest thing I'd ever fucking seen. And watching it back as an adult, I'm like, it's still cool how ambitious this was. And it's still cool. Like, Stolen Earth, I maintain, is cool. As a fan of the Daleks, it's a great display of them just invading and stuff. And I am in some ways a Dalek fan first and a Doctor Who fan second. I just love those little fuckers.
Yeah.
But the story is still like fan wank and still resolved with a Deus Ex Machina.
It is. But like the Stolen Earth section is literally just the Daleks fucking beating the shit out of like several different planets, even though we only see Earth. And for me,
and there's also the crossover element. I think the funny thing is that the first time Russell T Davies made the MCU, it was before the MCU was a thing, so he was like ahead of the curve. And then he came back and made Doctor Who the MCU again at the exact point that Doctor Who needed to be the Mandalorian. And now it's just like, why is everything the MCU? You know,
I wouldn't.
But just the crossover element is very impressive for the time, like very ahead of itself.
Yeah,
like
it
the way
was
they
ahead
set
of
up,
time.
like,
Go on. It's just weird how derivative of the MCU it ended up being the second time, and that he was like directly lifting ideas from Marvel in like a really sort of ham-fisted way that didn't.
The thing is, though, when I think about Marvel, and I mean when I think about comic book movies in general and stuff like that, I tend to think of like dynamic character designs and stuff. And the second Russell T Davies era suffers from an issue that I think a lot of post-Russell T Davies 1 eras suffer from. Where are the aliens and why are they not the focus? Like, and if you do get an alien, they'll usually just look like a guy or something, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like,
I remember as a kid feeling really disappointed at the, like, these are witches. They're aliens and they look like witches. And I was like, okay.
Could they not just be aliens? Like, to be honest, the Interstellar Song Contest, right? Shit show of an episode. But had that just been a series of shit-posty music videos that the VFX and practical effects department just cobbled together and they just strung a little story throughout it, that could have been one of the best episodes of the era.
Yeah, it could have just been a low-stakes episode where the Doctor has to save the song contest and there's a malicious plot to hijack it, and when I say hijack, I don't mean in the way that's in the episode, but like someone's trying to maliciously like win the song contest or something.
Yeah.
Or like
you could even go more abstract and literally have it be an episode where there's no threat. They just sit down, POV, you're them, and you're watching the song contest. It has the potential to be incredibly fucking boring.
I think Doctor Who
just
needs more filler. I think in general, our culture doesn't have enough filler content anymore. You need the filler episodes.
Well, every
when you
TV
say
show
no
wants
threat,
to be a
do you really
movie
mean
these
like
days.
no threat, like whatsoever? Like they're actually just watching a series of songs, and then
and
they
you're
like
just watching
pack
that
up and leave?
series of songs as well, and it could serve as a piece of world building for Doctor Who, because you'd learn about all these other planets, and maybe you'll go to one of them later on down the line. You know.
Well, I think you could do that and still have some sort of vague threat, even if it's sort of a comical one. I think people might get kind of bored.
I agree.
It could be that maybe.
Okay, it could be like High School Musical. There's like a Sharpay type figure who's trying to ruin the spirit of the song contest, and they have to set things right.
I was going to say maybe some like alien hippies could host like a benefit concert to save the rec center on a specific planet or something.
Yeah,
and there's like some evil bully characters that want to go and rig it.
So are we gonna design another one?
We are. We usually do about 3 per episode. So technically
okay.
last week we had 4. So we need a new one. We've done the mechanical villain now, I think. So we could go for one that's a bit more different, shall we say?
Okay.
Can we do a villain that's basically just
10 more minutes? But then I probably got to bounce.
Sure.
Can we do one that's basically just an insert character of Russell T Davies?
Sure. I just fear that this could become potentially mean because I'm still very mad.
We'll keep it away from mean territory. We'll just.
I think we should do a different thing.
I mean, we could make a character who's a bit of a diva and can never admit that they're wrong, and that's what makes them dangerous.
That describes a lot more people. That doesn't necessarily have to be.
Well, we can. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Is we can just extrapolate that idea. So, if we want to take it and make it nothing personal, kid, what we could do is.
Hey, do you know what's funny?
Go on.
We're pitching a monster that's just a lame stand-in for Russell T Davies, and allegedly Russell T Davies turned your idea into that for Ian Levine.
Yep. I mean, I suppose it's poetry, right? Like,
yeah.
But also, like, yeah, obviously, like, we don't want to make anything too, like, mean or pointed or anything like that. But, like, the idea of, like, taking the things that kind of strike us as, like, problematic, I guess. So you could take a character who makes a lot of decisions, has a lot of people riding on their shoulders, but refuses to ever acknowledge that they're wrong, even though their planet is in absolute ruin or something like that, like a kind of an emperor kind of character.
Well, what if we forget about like Russell?
The first thing I was going to say is he needs to be like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, he has to be tall.
What if we forget about Russell at all, like specifically, and just make a character who's sort of a representation of like Doctor Who writers in general, and it's like some alien that sort of controls reality in some way?
I have a real Doctor Who bad guy I've had in my head for a few years, and I guess I could pitch it.
Okay.
So the idea is it would be a council of experts from like the future, and they've kind of built a library, and it would be a parody of TARDIS Wiki, and they would kind of go after people and events that they think shouldn't be in their library.
Okay.
Which is kind of Ghostlight, I think. I never finished that one, but so the idea is that it's
that's
like
one of the few ones I have seen is Ghostlight.
So they're kind of archivists, and they got the long robes, and they're kind of judging which sources they get are valid or canon or whatever, and then they go after someone because it's like this is too TV comic. You know, we have to decanonize this. We have to erase this man from history because we don't want him in our archive.
So they're kind of like curators of time. That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
As you said expert, though, it got me thinking of another thing as well. So they're experts that influence the order in the universe, kind of as you say with the curation thing. However, it's more of an extrapolation on the whole concept of, like, the amount of articles you'll see that say, experts say this, that, and the other, just any old bullshit. And it's like, who are these experts? What makes them experts? What if they're just vague experts that influence, like, the politics of a large chunk of the universe, effectively, but they don't actually know anything? They are just complete frauds.
So it's like the kind of like if History Channel talking heads were like, if they were like political lobbyists.
Yeah, like if they were kind of, let's say they're working within the pearly gates of heaven where God operates or whatever, if, you know, however you want to interpret it. Like, oh, that could actually be something, though. Like, you could do, like, a kind of a take on, like, kind of like the pearly gates of heaven kind of deal. And there could be these characters in that world called experts that basically suggest how everything down below should be run. Maybe it's not even an Earth heaven. It could be a planet where there is a heaven for that planet, and there is a God for that planet, definitely. It wouldn't be called God. But, you know, there's, like, a bureaucracy to it, you know?
Yeah.
I sort of like the idea, what Quentin was getting at with, like, if they had time travel, they're sort of trying to, like, manipulate the timeline to be the way they want it to be. So they're, like, try to erase people from history or manipulate events to happen a certain way to get a certain outcome.
Yeah, it could be that.
Because then
like,
it could sort of be a parody of Yeah, Doctor Who fans who have like a really specific vision for how they want the timeline to be and are really rigid about it and won't listen to anyone who frames it a different way. And
It could
you
also
could have
start
like
off that, like, the things
infighting
they're
within the
doing.
council. You could have like two factions of the council who split off and see things different ways and then start fighting each other and then start creating like time paradoxes and shit
Kind of
through their fighting.
factions.
It could also be the kind of
yeah.
thing where, like, it starts off because, like, it could be something that people become aware of these guys. They kind of become like a heroic figure in the universe. But it could also be that, like, the things they start off doing are fine and seem to work, you know? Like, it's initially controversial, but they're like, oh, we're going to just decanonize Hitler, effectively. And it's controversial at first because, like, oh, what could that change? But then it turns out everything's really pretty fucking solid. And then something else kind of bursts at the seams and stuff later on. You could kind of experiment with, like, there are realities where certain things go right, and then you could have the Doctor kind of questioned on, so why did you set it back to normal if this thing went right in the end and stuff like that? And then the Doctor could, well, the reason for that would be influenced by part of the story, I'd imagine. Something would happen to the Doctor that reminds him that, you know, he can't really meddle too much, even though he fucking does all the time. Like,
I mean, that was
I
kind of like
really
the basis
don't know.
of Genesis of the Daleks, really, wasn't it?
Well, I just don't know how that fraud justifies it, because, like, one day, if he's in, like, the future from where the companion lives, oh yeah, change that shit. If it's any day before his companion was born, it's like, oh, fixed point, baby, fixed point, babes. And it's like, okay, how do you decide that? How do you fix those points, you know? Like,
What's based on what's convenient for the episode.
Based on vibes.
Yeah.
But it would be kind of cool to, like, have an episode that kind of dissects why the fuck is a Dalek invasion in 2160 AD something you could just change, but you can't go back in time and stop Hitler. And it's like, you have a point.
We would be different.
I've always imagined, like, a companion that's kind of like, that feels like something from, like, Doctor Who Adventures, where it's a companion that's just like, they have very lighthearted adventures with the Doctor, and they just have a stupid backstory, you know. Kind of like the one companion that's like the great granddaughter of Jamie McCrimmon or something. And then it's basically, there's this council of experts who are like, no, we're gonna try and erase you from existence because we don't think you're a valid source. So that's like the base idea, I think.
I think these aliens or these creatures should have like a Green Goblin ass head.
That sounds good.
And then
they should have like
in my head is just looking like a bunch of Reddit mods, but
Green Goblin, but he doesn't look angry. He just looks like intentionally, like, the eyebrows show no emotion. They're just flat.
So more like this.
He's like, I'm objective.
Yeah, so he's got to have like a closed mouth for one as well.
Yeah, and they need to have one of those gavels.
I have no strong opinion one way or the other.
I quite enjoy how Green Goblin this bastard's looking right now, but like we're obviously gonna dial that back. But like, yeah, he should have like a big gavel, you say?
Yeah, like when we get to his hands, he'll have a big gavel.
Actually, let's put a third eye on his head as well, like just to remind people that he's an alien.
Ooh.
Can he be holding like a big book in his other hand? Like,
yes, I like that.
He's got to have like a badass collar as
well. He's
well
read. Yeah, he's always reading.
He's got to have like a collar.
Yes.
Oh, this is a 60s pulpy alien. I can see it now.
Well, I've always liked to think of, like, I think there was a thing in, like, it was either the Dalek Chronicles or it was that recent, I think the one with the digital Daleks, but, like, you had that round-headed Emperor Dalek, which I already love because that is such an ooky 60s sci-fi thing.
Yeah.
But then, like, he's got this planet or this moon above Skara that's just full of monkeys on typewriters. And I'm just like, that's amazing. Like, that is... I want to see more of that with the Daleks, that they have, like, these fucking monkey brain things on typewriters.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, so he's going to have a little... Right, that's where his neck is. So that's his collar. Should their shoulders be insanely wide? Like...
You should give them, like, 80s, like, you know how, like, people in the 80s would, like... They would, like, stuff their shoulders.
So, like, a shoulder pad thing like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is giving Buzz Lightyear, but I'm with it.
Okay, so one of his arms has to be holding, like, a book, right?
Yes.
So this robe thing has got to be, like, really dingly-dangly, like, I think. Now, how would I draw a hand holding a book?
Tentacle. That's what I'm thinking. Tentacle, and then
okay,
draw.
thank you. I don't want to draw a hand. So if we could get a tentacle, that's great.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
he
so-
could have like multiple books at a time then, because he has multiple tentacles holding them. Just holding a fuck ton of books.
Doesn't need to be confined to just 2.
Yeah, when you choose tentacles, because it's easier to draw, and then you decide it has a lot of arms.
These guys just
60.
don't get that I can't draw for shit.
No, this looks great.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like this looks like a Doctor Who magazine character.
Oh,
Or like it kind of looks like this looks like somebody who would be in like the Green Lantern Corps.
we were just watching Lanterns a moment ago. Like,
Oh really?
yeah, and they're like looking for some Manhunters, and looking at it, his head is a bit like the true form of Martian Manhunter in like the Justice League animated series.
Yes.
All right, so this robe has
His
to be like
weakness is
really
fire,
way bigger.
just like everyone else in the world.
fire. All right, so then that needs to like come up here. I have no knowledge of anatomy, and I think that's already gone too far. But you know what? This works. This will work.
Yeah, it suffices.
Now, because this is a low budget ass Doctor Who villain, there needs to be a zipper on this.
I love it.
You know, you got to honor the fact it's a show from the '60s.
Wait,
You know-
wait. Give him a goatee. Give him a goatee. Like not a master goatee, but like a. Okay, I do like that. But I was thinking more like a draconian goatee.
I don't know what does that mean. Describe it.
Draconian is the kind of it's the Third Doctor. It's the one that looks kind of racist in hindsight. That doesn't narrow it down. It's
Wang
the Third
Chiang.
Doctor alien
Hey.
that's like he's
Ogle?
green.
No, not. Ogle.
Oh, I
yeah,
know.
it's
Yeah,
like
he
a
was in
Shaggy-
Time Flight,
Shaggy
right?
from Scooby-Doo. Time
Was he-
Flight? No,
was he
no,
in
no.
Time
Shaggy
Flight?
from Scooby-Doo. That kind of goatee. There you go. You got
Oh,
it.
just kind of a.
No, you had it the first time.
Oh. Did we like the mustache or nah?
I was
Let's
kind
try
of
without the mustache, and then we can add it back in.
That's Sinestro.
We're gonna have to. Okay, I'm just gonna do it without the. So
Soul
like,
patch.
Like that. There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
okay. And did you
And
want
now
him
I'm
to
feeling
have
like
like a
mustache is a go.
yay or nay to the mustache?
I liked the mustache. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
he needs the
it
mustache.
made him look devilish.
Yes.
Should he have
That's great. I
eyebrows?
love it.
Nah, because eyebrows
No,
make
no,
him communicate too much, don't they?
Yeah.
Should he have?
I think it might be
eyes?
funny if he had sort of like a goofy little ponytail sort of coming out of the back of his head, though.
Oh,
I
that's a
don't.
fun idea.
Yeah.
So like the Avatar species, like that kind of
Like-
thing. Yeah,
So
I was
if
gonna
we,
say
like-
no pupils. I don't
Yeah,
like
the pupils. No pupils definitely sell it more. Makes him look more godly.
Oh god, that looks great. I love that.
Ooh.
Yeah, he looks kind of tough, actually. Oh my god, he looks tough. He looks tough as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
He's giving the vibe that when he talks, there's like a reverse reverb.
Oh,
Like you could hear the
100%.
echo. Of his
Don't you believe it?
Yeah.
If you can believe it, it's a Wednesday once again.
Oh, don't make me sad.
I know.
Don't make me mourn.
Working 9 to 5.
What a way to make a living. There we go.
And Tim Curry too.
Yes, Tim Curry.
This guy is voiced by Tim Curry.
This is final.
Would he have
role.
any songs?
Oh, we don't
From
have
Beyond the
singing
Grave.
in this Doctor Who era. Man. We're not going to spring a musical episode up on people without their consent.
We're not doing that again.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
No, I
Wait a
don't
minute.
permit it. As showrunner, I forbid musical episodes entirely.
Okay, so now we need the other arm and we need the gavel.
I don't know how to get the I don't want him to just be holding it like an idiot, you know, like a.
Are people who hold gavels idiots?
But if he's just
Deep
holding
back.
it while he holds a book, is he gonna hit the book with the gavel? Like, is that how you read?
He's going
What
to
if
hit
the
you with the
gavel was
gavel if you
also
try to take
done?
the book.
Oh, his outfit should be double-breasted. There we go.
Oh, okay. That's not what I thought you meant at first. I thought you were talking like
2 sets of
like
tits.
Total Recall.
No.
2 sets of titties. Okay, maybe he's holding the hammer down. And it's a big hammer. It's like a fucking
Did you
Amy
hear my
from Sonic.
suggestion though?
Was that sorry?
A gavel that's also a gun.
Okay. It should at least be a bit conspicuous, right? Like hidden.
Sure.
He should have like a belt here, I think. Bit of creasing in on the fabric. There we go.
No offense to the previous ones, but I do think this is the first one I've seen where I'm like, I don't know if this would work in an episode, but I feel like you could put this in Doctor Who magazine.
I think so.
Like you know, like no shit posting, no jokes. I think we're cooking for real.
All right, so he's got a big old gaffle.
So since there's a council, do all the people on the council look like this guy?
I think they would, but they'd have like more boring
variations.
outfits, and they wouldn't have a gavel.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
guy's just an important kind of figure.
Maybe he's also the only one with facial hair.
Yeah, that
He's-
lends some distinctiveness.
He's the only one on this planet that has any testosterone.
Oh my god.
That's why
There's
he's
that
got the
one
tentacles.
YouTuber that was like, they should test writers for testosterone before letting them write. If it's below
Oh,
a
God.
certain level, nah, mate.
Sounds like something Paul Joseph Watson.
All the
would say.
writers
Sounds
in
like a
great works of
crack.
fiction are balding.
Oh, I'm not shaving my head.
Yeah.
It looks like
My-
Amy's hammer.
Yeah, it is an,
Gonna
it's an
hit
Amy
people with
hammer. It's an Amy hammer.
I think it might be a little better once it's brown.
Yeah, it's for now. It's just very. I can't be fucked to draw legs, so I'm just gonna like. It's a gap.
I think he should float. Honestly, I think he should float.
It's funny you say that because we already did that for a monster.
the ferryman,
last week.
right? We did it
We
for
did
the
it for the
ferryman.
ferryman. They
Yeah.
floated in big robes. Also,
Well, this guy.
you can just have the robes go to the floor and not show like. what's inside.
Yeah, that's cool. I
He
like
could-
that.
He could show his dick.
His dick is so cool, yeah.
Oh, what if he shows a bit of leg, just to be a bit cheeky? And it's like,
You could give him like a big bulge under the robe, so you know that he has a lot of
No,
testosterone.
I like where Will's going with this.
yeah, do we like the
That's
leg
cool.
being on display?
I like that. I love that.
He's showing a bit of leg because a little bit cheeky, you know? And he's got to have like a
Yeah.
little pant line there as well. Like,
Yes.
and then. Just so you know, that's the bottom. Got to get his little suckers in there.
Yeah.
All right, color-wise.
I'm definitely feeling green.
If he's green, he's going to be too obviously Martian Manhunter, I think.
Squidward color.
What about like go to color selector and go to teal and then just start shifting around until we see one we like. You know.
Whatever that color is, I think muted. What if he's like a violet kind of color? I use a lot of purples and violets in my art.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, there's a thing where it's like if we avoid Martian Manhunter, eventually we get to Squidward. So, you know, maybe we should just go for
Yeah.
purple because purple's neither of them.
like a purpley light blue kind of blue purple kind of mauve deal.
Yeah, like lavenderish, I guess.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. We know his hair is black.
Hmm.
His eyes, the obvious decision
Just
would
keep
be
white.
red, but like,
I think white.
I like
just
white.
Yeah, I like
kinda
white.
Yeah.
White
Alright.
serves it.
for his headband, I'm thinking either kind of a goldy, bronzy kind of color, or
That looks good. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking burgundy for the robe.
I was
Yeah.
thinking red for
It's
like
like
at least
the-
the inside of the robe.
Yes. And I think the shoulder pads should be golden.
I'm liking it.
Oh
Like it.
yes.
Suddenly this is looking very Danny Phantom.
He is a little bit.
See it?
I like that you gave the I like that you gave one of the tentacles like a toenail.
Where am I looking?
It
Oh,
does
this-
look like a nail, doesn't it?
On the book.
Look, yeah.
Oh, that's just the underside of his little hand, like the way the tentacle kind of
okay.
winds round. Yeah, like
I was imagining a tentacle with a big nail on it.
so tentacle wise, it would be kind of like that, and then these would actually no. I feel like this part here should be the lighter mauvey kind of color.
If you add suckers to it, it'll look less like a nail,
Yeah,
more like the underside. Yeah.
I'll add some more little sucker bastards to that little thing. Wonder what he's reading.
It should just say canon.
Oh, I like
Just
it.
tale.
It should be written in a really weird and ooky way, though. Like, the first half of the word is on a separate paragraph to the second.
He's the kind of guy that's responsible for deciding that the TARDIS wiki should have random definitions for mundane words.
Yeah. Did
Like
you see? I
having-
just posted about that. Did you see that?
No.
Like
Well,
the
yeah.
fact that the TARDIS wiki like has like
Why have
definitions
you,
for, like
you've
sex and
mixed
stuff.
belt canon?
Is it
You've gone
one?
for the
Yeah,
actual shooting canon, not continuity canon.
I thought Canon with one N was the camera brand.
No, it's
yeah,
still
it's
the
also the kind of. You got it. You got
And
it.
on.
yeah.
But you know the backstory for
Canon, what is wrong with you?
the planet of Canom,
I play.
Um,
play.
the Canom library.
What's the backstory?
I haven't
So
written
the
a story on the
backstory is
back yet.
Oh no, I'm saying like the backstory for why TARDIS Wiki has all those pages that are like chair. So in the early days of the wiki, all the pedantic people, one of them arbitrarily decided, okay, our biggest rule should be that we can't assume anything about like the world is the same in universe.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like,
That was this guy.
Then they started just trying to prove that stuff from the real world exists in the universe. There's a little hole there.
Still
I
a
know there's-
TARDIS wiki page devoted to breasts.
I know there's one devoted to
there's only
sex,
the
which
N-word
really
page.
inspired me.
Well, one time I was on the TARDIS wiki and the trending searches were like hentai, sex, boobs.
Yeah, that
That's-
tracks.
Sounds like I was on.
There's an actual biology section that has all the various body parts. Oh, it's got absorption on here, and guess who the picture is of?
Oh
Is
my
it-
god.
Is it of Dalek Sec hybrid because he absorbed that guy that time?
No, it's
Yeah.
Boy.
Oh, but so in my thread, I discovered my favorite like Doctor Who wiki thing that pisses me off. I found out that it's been undone, so it's back to the way that pisses me off, which is that the wiki refuses to acknowledge that the guy giving the "I Have a Dream" speech in a remembrance of the Daleks is Martin Luther King Jr. They're like, well, he's not named. So how do we know that the "I Have a Dream" speech was given by Martin Luther King Jr.? They don't say that.
That's
So
I'm
the
kind
guy
of
who-
feeling. I know you said that the gaffle should also double up as a gun, but I've had a secondary idea.
Are you thinking like axe?
Yeah, I was thinking an axe, like axe blades coming out of it.
Oh, wow.
But can you imagine like a discussion of being like, well, how do we know if Martin Luther King Jr. and the guy who gave the "I Have a Dream" speech, how do we know if they're the same guy?
Jesus.
Sure, could
really
be an
can't.
alien in this
I think
universe. We
I'd
don't
very
know.
quickly become very angry. We don't
Wait,
know.
but Martin
for
Luther King
sure.
literally is in Doctor Who. Like he shows up, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a Martin Luther King page, but then it says in the behind the scenes section, the "I Have a Dream" speech plays in remembrance of the Daleks, but the TARDIS wiki does not acknowledge it as an appearance or the first appearance of the character.
Oh, by the way,
Because
real
they
quick,
don't-
'cause it's
They don't
just
name
the-
him.
It's just the right thing to do. If you've seen the thumbnail, the artwork versions of those characters from last week's episode were also showcased on last week's stream. Those are drawn by Fez Penguin. He's an incredibly talented artist. He completely disagrees with me about that, but he's a fucking idiot.
Okay.
Yeah, show him some love, folks. I think the thumbnail looks great because of his art, and I think this is it. I don't know. What are you?
I
What are we
think you've
thinking?
done it.
I think it looks amazing. Genuinely hard.
Okay. See, I think we could do this. We could totally show run Doctor Who, man. We could do this. Like,
I'm thinking like, I'm trying to think like, I'm thinking like, should he be called like the archivist or like the gatekeeper or something?
what if he
The-
had a
the
first
Manon
name
of
and then it
Canon.
was the subtitle? Like-
Omnibus.
Gloyd, the archivist.
Lloyd. Oh boy.
Hold on, let me think of like,
Bob the bookkeeper.
I'm trying to think. His name should have some relevancy to the idea of him being a gatekeeper, what's the name of the
gatekeeper?
What's the name of the guy who guards the pearly gates?
Wasn't it Gabriel? I think.
Yeah, I like Gabriel.
What if we could extrapolate from Gabriel? Like, if we could look up like what the origins of the name Gabriel is, refine it down, and then build up. If you get me, that's a good way to come up with original names.
I think Saint Peter, but I do like Gabriel more.
I kind of like Saint Peter, or like, what about Saint Gabriel?
Oh, that's fun.
So
I think the idea of having like a creature that's a villain whose first name is Saint, and imagine if he kind of talked like a kind of a foghorn leghorn kind of pasta voice. We not feeling the foghorn voice for him?
Foghorn leghorn pasta voice.
I say, this cannon here, you know, like that kind of deal.
No, in my head, I'm imagining. I know I've already said this, but it's Tim Curry with a backwards reverb.
You're right.
So you play Tim Curry's voice backwards, you add a reverb, and then you play that backwards.
No, I like it. Like play the reverb backwards, but the voice forwards, right? Kind of like the kind of like this. Okay, so there was a game called Roller Coaster World. It was kind of like a alternative to Roller Coaster Tycoon at the time, released on PlayStation 2. And it was obviously like a family-friendly game, design roller coasters, make a theme park, all that. But they would let you actually go to the attractions, and one of them was like a scare maze. And you got to think, budget of like £5 in a dream. It was just this incredibly pitch-black, dark maze where someone had basically recorded a bunch of sweet nothings into the microphone and reversed it. Yet it still traumatized a generation of people that played this incredibly niche game. It's just great. They had no chill. They had absolutely no chill whatsoever. That's a fun little anecdote. Okay, but we do need to come up with a name for this guy. So,
okay. So Gabriel, apparently the origin is there's a bunch of it's like Hebrew. So I've looked up stuff in Hebrew, and the Hebrew word for lore is Torah.
What about Saint Torah?
I like that.
Or Saintorini.
Saintorini. No, Torah, I think sounds better.
But let's not spell it like the book. Let's spell it more. Like...
people. I think just based on sounding like the book, some people there might be like a connotation.
Well, what if we call it like Saint Toril or something?
Yeah, Toril. I like that.
So what about Saint Tor?
Ooh. And then just put the archivist at the end.
Say Toril.
Toru.
I can never write in straight lines. This has always been a problem with me. Like, it's going down. It's moving in like a diagonal direction. Sure. And then...
Saint Tor.
I love it. We've cooked. We've really cooked.
Saint Torul.
Saint Torul.
Sell the rights to Big Finish.
Dom.
Shut up.
Dom.
Shut up.
You know how you know people. Dom.
Where to God. Don't be exploiting me now.
Dom. You know we invite you to these episodes. Dom.
I swear to very well.
Okay, but you gotta admit, like, Saint Toril is fucking sick.
Yeah.
I love it.
He looks amazing.
Dude, I'm just thinking, imagine a Doctor Who season with the following villain lineup, alright? You've got the Greasy Gloingus, the Ferryman, Fleck to Salamanca, the ham-fisted Beebletrons, and Saint Toril. This is a sick season. This is a brilliant season of the show. Just for the fucking villains alone. Like,
he does look final boss worthy, really, doesn't he?
He looks like a meanie.
I love this guy. I honestly think we've really. You're a great artist. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, thank you, Quint.
But I
appreciate.
don't think a bad artist could have made this.
Oh, I appreciate.
I feel like we can. I feel like we should. We should definitely like conserve these things for later projects.
Maybe season 2. Maybe season 2
Yeah.
of Monster Madness could be us making the old concepts on Blender or something.
Yeah,
You know, that would be
mean,
a fun time.
that
And we
would
just
be
chat
amazing.
while we do it. Like, I
Yeah,
know that
well-
I do want to make Abzorbaloff on Blender, and we could even have him get killed by Saint Toril, who makes him non-canon or something. Like,
Well, remember that time
that'd
that
be
I
the guy
made
to do it.
Abzorbaloff in Blender and like I wanted to 3D print it?
yeah,
Do you
I
remember that?
Like, whatever became of that?
Well, it was just that like it was when 3D printing was brand new.
Yeah.
And like it seemed like every time I tried to do it, it was like, oh yeah, we'll have to thicken this. And then it was like all the faces were gone. But it was like I put Will's face and my face in there.
You put
yeah, I
a
don't know how
very handsome version of my face in there, by the way, so I appreciate it. You gave
yeah,
him
but
a
that was
much
back
better
when I was trying to
jawline.
learn. I was trying to learn Blender without learning how to model. So it was all like there was a Blender tool where you could like make a person. And so I was just like, yeah, make him really, really round. And then I just
That'd be
tried to
amazing
manipulate
if we did an episode where we have one villain that we all have to make a version of on Blender, and it's just funny seeing the varying degrees of experience, basically.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because it would just result in an absolute shit show. I remember there was a time when my buddy Trey and I were just sat in a voice call, and we were like, okay, we got an hour free. You want to race to make the Crazy Frog in Blender? And we both made a different version of the Crazy Frog. I made like a PlayStation 2 tie-in looking thing, and he made a really stylized one. And I can't show mine because he has a penis, and I don't trust YouTube at the moment. But like,
I was literally about to ask. I was about to say
he didn't
what
do
was
the
the
dick.
penis?
I did the dick.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all.
I can't say I have much Blender experience, but I was gonna make a joke that I would just make a cube and then say that that's like a villain. But Chibnall already went and did that, so
Yeah, it's already been done.
The funny
Sorry.
thing
It's
is,
already been
everyone acts
done.
like the cube is the villain of Blender. Everyone's like, "Oh, how do I delete the default cube? I just want to delete the default cube." And I'm here to say, you're doing the wrong thing here, guy. Everything starts with a cube. Why do you want to delete the cube for? You're just going to put another one down in the first place.
The cube.
I feel like Saint Toril should have like a cube that he consults.
Yeah,
an
I
eye.
mean, that should be
Glowing
maybe that's your next alien. It's a sentient cube.
Floating cube.
Yeah. All right. Well, I am gonna go. Will, please send me the PNG of this.
I will. I absolutely will. And yeah, anytime you want to come back, Quentin, by all means, man.
Thank you so much. You guys have a good one. Have fun.
Take it easy,
Ciao.
buddy.
Yeah.
He's a
We
nice
need
fella,
Saint
isn't he?
Toril to clean up the canon of season 2 or / series 15.
You know
Saint
what I think would be
Toril-
really funny? If we have a character whose purpose is to clean up the canon, but we don't even acknowledge that part even in that story.
Oh god.
Not even in a story where we're cleaning up the canon are we going to go there. Like, do you think he should have a red streak in his ponytail? Or do you think that might be a bit?
Nah, I think he's nice now. I think leave him.
Okay.
I
He's
think
done?
the red streak would be. Yeah, I think he's done. I think the red
Okay.
streak would be going a bit.
When would he have gotten the red streak? Did he have like a rebellious phase? He went
I like
to
to
the
think he just
hairdresser
has
to
it.
get a red streak put in.
Mom.
It's just a phase, Mom. All right, let's get a new file up. Let me just save this one. Gotta say, I'm very impressed already with just the ideas that we've had. This is a good day.
Yeah. These are even
Saint
more wild.
Ool. Okay, right, let's get the next one. All right, guys, we're going to have to work extra hard because there's less of us this time. So,
Okay.
think of a word or something. Just think of like something that you got an idea. And yeah, I saw that Navis said in the chat, bro, the dog VTube was speaking with Quinton's voice and you didn't know he was there. I thought I was stroked. Yeah, for some reason, the microphone sensitivity is a little high today. Don't know how to fix that. Maybe I've just set it up too high. Maybe I just need to reduce it a little bit. But yeah.
Okay,
well, hopefully it won't happen again.
Let's narrow down what genre we want to make this one.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. What tense are we in? Past, present, or future? I feel like we've done.
We've done
character.
We've done a future. We've done like
that could just
Overlord
take place anywhere.
anywhere,
Say
yeah.
Toril
So
could be
past
anywhere.
now.
Past. Okay. Past villain.
Okay. Is this gonna be like a historical villain? perhaps.
What about like one that uses kind of like radio stuff? A radio-themed
Oh.
villain.
Radio, yeah, okay.
What about a villain that exists inside radio waves and sort of hijacks radio?
He could have like a little surfboard kind of deal, and he surfs radio waves.
Okay, yeah. So, wait, what? Oh, okay.
Imagine a creature that can surf atop radio waves.
Physically surfs them?
Yeah, he physically surfs them, and he likes it, and he does it because he likes it. And he's not even a villain.
All right. He's
just a guy.
Well, the idea that like he runs into the Doctor one day is like, "Saw, dude, don't forget to sit before you rip, bruh." And then like, you know, I don't know. Are we obviously argue with me, push back against me. If you think that's a bad idea, just say.
Well, I mean,
this isn't a test.
I'm just trying to think of a story. I'm just trying to think of a story without.
You can say, Dom. You can say if it's bad idea.
Okay. Is that? Do you think it might be too close to the concept of The Wire? I guess that was television-based, but it's kind of the same principle thing.
Maybe. Okay, what have we watched that's set in the past recently? Fargo. All right.
Fargo, yeah.
So it could be a thing that could exist in either season 2 or 4, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Vedana, have you seen Fargo?
Sorry. Wait, did you? Sorry, Did you ask me if I'd seen Fargo?
Yes.
I have not seen Fargo.
Yeah. I think you'd enjoy it. Genuinely.
I'd recommend it.
I'll check it out.
Okay. So something season.
Well, something that could exist in maybe like 19.
When you were asking about Fargo, you were talking about the show Fargo, right?
Yeah, the show.
I mean, fuck it.
Yeah, because I've seen the movie Fargo.
Okay.
The movie's a lot of fun. Lot of fun. I think there are some definite. Go on, Dom.
Something tied to the season 2 subplot, if you catch my drift.
The amount of things that I was kind of like breadcrumbing for Dom that just sounded ridiculous on paper that he would never believe in a million years. And when they came to be, I was just sat there with us. I know how to spoil things without spoiling things, you know, like, and how to make it sound so ridiculous that it couldn't possibly happen. But, yeah, no, if you like the movie, I highly recommend the series. The series is a bit more, like, mythological and a bit more serious than the movie is. The movie's, like, deeply unserious. The show kind of carries itself with a bit more of an air of, like, ooh, you know, but, like, if you ask me which one I prefer, probably say season 1 of the show is my favorite of the whole Fargo franchise. Dom, what would you say?
My favorite of the franchise. I'd say season 1 is still set an impossibly high bar.
Yeah,
but season 3 as well, very good. I mean, they're both carried by their villains, I find, because Malvo and Varga are just insanely well written.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing that I do love about Fargo is the simplicity of the villains. Sometimes it's like. You know, Malvo is not like he's got a hard backstory and a hard philosophy. No, he's just a shit. He's just a fucking shit, and he comes to town and he ruins everything.
Basically.
The original Fargo movie is such a troll film in that it opens with a line that says, "This is all based on true events."
And they carry that forward going into the show as well. Like, they keep it going, but then when they have the words fade out, they leave the word true behind just to really to really bring it home. Although season 3 does a different thing and says this is a story instead of this is a true story. Because they're just getting ooky at that point. I like to think the writer's just there, just stroking his chin the whole time when he's making that show. But okay, so how about a villain then? A Doctor Who villain, monster, alien, whatever the fuck, that could exist in either 1970s Minnesota or 1950s Kansas City, because I'm in a Fargo mood.
Yeah, okay, he needs to be in a suit.
Okay, so he has to be dripped the fuck out then. Another dripped out villain.
We want him dripped, but in a more conventional way.
What if he's like kind of a big sleazy Sasquatch mob boss, like a mob boss, but he's a Sasquatch?
Interesting. Okay.
Was he just a normal mob boss, and then one day he gained the ability to ride?
I like to think he's an alien that was found by like a mafia family, basically.
I see. They brought him up.
Yeah, they raised him. And he's a powerhouse of physicality. You don't want to mess with this guy.
Okay.
I
But
don't
is
know
he
many
part of
mob
the?
families that would be accepting enough to like raise an alien as one of their own. Unless this is
Okay.
a more
Well,
accepting mob family.
Yeah, but in this instance, they see that this alien has power or something. You know, like
okay, but what? So where are we going with it? Is he going to be part of the Gerhards, or is he for Loy? Is he
okay,
for
well,
Justo?
I don't know yet, but I wasn't like necessarily thinking directly just slot this guy into Fargo, but I am feeling inspired by those kind of settings. You know, like
Yeah, but it's the kind of the
this should be a
vibe, you know.
creature that would look fucking frightening in a blizzard, in the middle of a blizzard. Kind of have a Bigfoot kind of esque look to him, but like if Bigfoot was a fucking MMA fighter and dressed like a gangster.
Oh, that does sound hard.
Like what? Why does he hop into radio waves? Like what's
okay? That
what is
we've abandoned that because we kind of mentioned the wire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
there's no radios here.
Okay. We've
Maybe
moved
he
on.
sells typewriters.
Yeah, I guess
He could be like he could have like a front, you know. And the idea is that he, to disguise himself among a human world, puts on a pair of glasses and a hat.
Okay.
Okay, I do operate in way too much of a Looney Tunes logic here. We got to think this through. But we want some kind of criminal alien thing, right? Like we like that idea, criminal alien.
I like
Sure,
that. Yeah.
Like kind of a Sasquatchy kind of figure.
Does he have any sort of abilities as an alien that like a human being doesn't, that he can exploit for
I was
criminal
thinking
purposes?
he could just fight really, really well. Like has an
Perhaps.
inherent ability to fight.
What if he sort of has the ability to sort of read what people are going to do, like before they do it, so he can sort of predict people and use that to sort of, or like know when people are lying or not.
Was that a thing
So he knows when there's a rat.
um,
He can spot a rat immediately.
Was that a thing that the little guy from Time Heist did or something? He did something similar, didn't he?
Oh, the teller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
he
Well,
kind
I
of,
wasn't
like,
imagining the teller necessarily, but like just sort of like an instinct, like sort of just like he can sort of just read people's
So he should always have like
electrical
a
activity in
look on
people's
his
brains a
face.
little bit.
Like always like looking slightly off to the side, a little shifty.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking he's got to have long ass teeth as well. So let's start off with his face a little bit. Okay, so we've got to have his eyes. No, I've already fucked this up. Okay.
Also, I just realized I don't think we've made any female villains so far. So if we wanted to do that, that's a
Okay, what if what if she's a female villain?
yeah,
Sasquatch.
female mob boss.
Female
Okay.
mob boss Sasquatch.
Now be
played
careful.
by
Be
a
careful
male.
here. Be careful.
Hey,
That's all I'm
it's
gonna say.
me. It's me, the Sasquatch. You know how it is. All right, gotta have both eyes looking in the set. I'm getting lazy now. I'm copy pasting. All right,
Shifty eyes.
then we gotta have these like long ass narwhal teeth. I think.
This is a mob boss with like long narwhal teeth.
Yeah, like a shifty mob boss kind of
I thought
Sasquatch
they were
with
making
long
a
ass
Sasquatch with narwhal teeth. Okay,
narwhal teeth. You know.
I see.
Does she hide them in any way, or just sort of like walk around with
Just
them?
walks
Are they
around with them,
retractable?
but like she
Oh.
could put a scarf over them.
A scarf over them.
Yeah, scarf over
Okay.
them. Needs
This
to
is
have like
going to be interesting.
a Neanderthal brow as well.
The monobrow.
And then
I just love how suspicious she looks at the minute.
you know what? I haven't got a gender for this creature yet. We can still do a lady villain.
We could do it. We could save that for next time. We could finally finally do that.
We'll have a special
update,
episode devoted to girl villains and then never make one again. Should have like not really much of a nose. So like the nostrils should be like super long. And like have like kind of like the nose bone kind of protrude up. And then, okay, so we've got this Neanderthal-ass brow here. Cheekbones should come out a bit too.
Yep.
Okay, these are getting more detailed as time goes on, though, aren't they?
They are. Are you just learning more talent in being an artist in real time?
I mean, Dom, as you saw yourself when you were doing some drawing, like, every one was better than the last.
It does happen like that, doesn't it?
You can have days where you just can't make it work, and that can happen.
But that's the thing. I mean, yeah, you are a very good artist at the on a base level, but yeah, this is getting more and more impressive.
This is not a silly moustache or anything. This is just.
This is one walrus looking motherfucker.
Yeah,
maybe you should have a big ass fucking fat chin as well, like.
Oh, so we turn him into Robotnik.
Well, not necessarily. Not yet.
Is that his? I thought that was his body for a second. Just like a big slug.
Yeah, just has a little foot down here.
Oh no! Oh no!
And then yeah, you.
So again, this guy is accepted by the mob despite like looking like a big like walrus alien man.
To be fair, have you seen some of the gangsters?
Yeah, have you seen? Yeah.
True,
no,
but
I think a pencil line moustache
are...
for this one as well would be good.
I've seen The Sopranos. They're not very accepting of people that are even slightly different.
I'm kind of thinking, yeah, but this guy could physically overpower them as a baby, you know, like.
Yeah. He's 8 foot tall, 500 pounds. He could.
I think he should have also like the most beautiful bombshell of a girlfriend you've ever seen.
I see. Just ends up getting with someone like Indy Neveretti or something.
Sure.
Are we giving him give him the hat?
I immediately pictured that as a big baguette in his head.
Oh my god.
That's how he gets everyone on his side. They could take a little bite out of his baguette, and they're like, "Yum."
That's how he won the mob family over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's gonna be one of those sort of like Thanksgiving looking hats. I don't think he has ears. He just has little cavernous holes. Maybe he could have like little Shrek style ears or something.
I imagine he'd have like a very hoarse voice.
Hello. Yeah, something like
you come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
You want to come into my crime home and tell me I'm a fat sack of crap. I'm gonna come over there.
Where's the gabagool?
Make fun of my teeth again. I'm telling you, make fun of my teeth again. See what happens.
Hey.
What happens, big
Where's the gabagool? You motherfucker.
Carmela, get me the fucking gabagool.
But he needs to be built like a brick shithouse, but he needs to be like fat built, you know, like fucking
Kingpin.
Yeah, kind of a Spider-Verse Kingpin kind of thing. But he needs to be dressed well as well, you know. So we need that like collar going around here. He should have a bolo tie as well, I think. Maybe this is the guy that should talk in like the Foghorn Leghorn ass voice.
I say.
I say, listen up, y'all. I forget what a fucking bolo tie looks like. Let me look that up.
He was
easy. Okay, right. So, you got kind of this kind of deal here. And then this goes here.
There we go.
Tom, remind me, did you ever wear a bolo tie when you had your stint as Doctor Who?
No, always a collar pin. It was a collar pin.
One of these days you got to fix that.
You want me in a bolo tie? Why?
Because it'll be really good, and you know it.
That's Mandy. Because it is her neck of the woods, so maybe she could secure one.
Your girlfriend would agree a bolo tie would be a good idea.
Gotta ask her.
What's the name of the type of tie that like Third Doctor would wear sometimes?
Cravat.
Where like it's
but he wears a cravat or a bow tie.
Okay.
You know, his shoulders need to be here, I've decided.
Oh, that's Kingpin.
Yep. This is Kingpin coded.
We've made Kingpin, but you know.
we love Kingpin in this house.
Quick, think of a unique power that makes him not Kingpin. He shoots lightning bolt from his fingertips.
He has crab claws as well. Because I can't be fucked with drawing hands.
I got that reference for Dana, but we're not there yet.
Okay. When will we be there?
Eventually.
Okay.
I don't understand, but I'm gonna leave it.
Have you seen Better Call Saul?
Ooh,
Oh, I'm not there yet. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah, he's bringing me through it.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
We're season 4,
4, aren't
episode 7. Yeah, episode 7's the next one we got to watch.
Okay, nice. So you're the point when things are getting a little spicy, but they get very spicy in season 5. That's where the show like heats up.
Heats the stratosphere. Yeah.
That's also, I believe, the season that lightning bolts shoot from your fingertips is from.
Yeah, that is.
I look forward to knowing what the context is. All right, so he's going to have
context is Jimmy gets the ability to shoot lightning bolts from his fingertips. So they think it's a super good arc.
Excellent.
Yeah. Super Saiyan arc.
All right, so he's got a cane. You can't do chicanery without a cane. That's how I know how to reference Better Call Saul. It's just to name episodes.
The chicanery, I mean, it's a pretty good episode to name.
It's iconic, right? Like,
and I saved him.
dude, you know what?
I can recite the entire Chuck chicanery speech from memory at any moment.
I'm trying to memorize it because I made it like a perk on this channel that, like, if you
I am not crazy.
I'm not crazy.
I know he swapped those numbers. I knew it was 1216.
16.
One after I mean, I won't do the whole thing. I won't do the whole thing.
You think you've seen the worst of his chicanery? He defecated through a sunroof.
And I saved him.
Took it to my own firm. What was I thinking?
He'll never change. He'll never change ever since he was 9.
Always the same.
Couldn't keep his hands out of the cash drawer.
But not out Jimmy. Couldn't be precious Jimmy. Stealing and blind.
Okay, so... Alright, he's got a cane, we've established. He doesn't need it.
Very sharp cane.
He doesn't need it either. Like, he can walk fine.
Putting the cane in chicanery.
What if he just had crab legs? Like, straight up just had crab legs. Like, little dicky crab legs.
So, like, the bottom part of him's like a carapace, and then, like, these crab legs.
Yeah.
Okay. So, a little bit like
a
little bit like the guy from Monsters, Inc., I guess.
Sure, yeah.
Fuck
when he's out in public, he can never let people see his bottom half or his hands, because he's, like, such a crab.
Elfstar22 in the chat says, have you seen the movie Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Long ago.
I haven't.
So I have no memory.
I have seen it a long time ago also, but
it's Douglas Adams, though, so, like, some point.
Famed writer of Destiny of the Daleks.
And City of Death.
I don't think he did Destiny of the Daleks. I think he just did City of Death.
He rewrote Destiny of the Daleks, I believe. Like, so Destiny of the Daleks was originally Terry Nation, but...
Well, I think he was he script editor at the time? He might have contributed to it. Yeah.
I believe the majority of the episode that we got in the end, though, is kind of Douglas Adams, from what I understand.
Is he the reason that the Daleks are referred to as robots in that story?
I mean, I can't imagine Terry Nation would have signed off on that myself. I don't know, though. Like, I'm no expert on Classic Who, but, like...
Destiny of the Daleks is really good if you view it as a comedy and a parody.
Dude, I like that episode. Like, it's far from my least favorite Dalek episode.
Seeing the actor for Davros, like, visibly moving his feet underneath the costume to move around, and then crashing into the walls as he tries to, like, exit the scene. It's comedy gold.
I don't know what a crab leg actually looks like, but I think I've got the right overall idea.
It's It looks close enough.
It looks like something that should be full of synovial fluid. Like, I get the feeling that if you're a crab and you, like, do the equivalent of cracking your knuckles, it's gonna feel amazing.
It definitely looks crustacean at the very least, even if not specifically crab.
I do love my crustaceans.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my good.
No, because I've got this animated Sonic the Hedgehog project that I'm working on at the moment. And I wanted Robotnik to have an original lackey for this project. So he's like a giant gold crab that's inspired by Goldar from Power Rangers. It's called Jumbo.
Yeah.
I think if we can make this leg like 5 times the size it currently is, this could be cool.
You could also just duplicate the leg. Also,
Yeah, no,
so
100%. That's the plan.
Yeah.
So crabs are orange, but not bright orange like that. They're more of a pinky orange.
Well, they're usually like red, aren't they?
Yeah, like a red, but it's an orangey red, you know? I like that kind of color.
I see.
Well, Rattler's color is claws. And these inner bits should be pinky, because that's like muscle tissue.
Mm.
Grim, isn't it? It's fucking grim. What a grim fucking thing this is. Okay. I don't think this is a Sasquatch anymore. Is it like...
Yeah, this is far beyond that.
I mean, there's the old Doctor Who thing of, like, design the mask prosthetic first, and then just, fuck it, put them in a suit or something. Dude, why the lag? Why the lag?
It's
Why so
taxing
laggy?
piece of software. If you want you to use the cutting edge software, you gotta accept that
The next
lag.
episode, we'll just use AI next time.
Right. Yeah. No, I was just thinking, why are we bothering this when we could just use AI to make it?
Yeah, like...
And we could use AI to come up with the ideas too.
Oh god.
And we could also use AI to do the narration from us, so we don't even really have to
here's
do
the thing.
anything.
I fucking hate what I'm doing here. I absolutely hate this. Like, this is the worst thing I've ever done. So, yeah, we'll just have AI do it next time.
You could just do the whole thing by itself.
AI for when you don't want to do shit.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't actually been attending this in person. It's been like an AI version of me talking.
Verdana GPT.
Verdana AI.
Yeah, right now the real me is like probably
Prague.
just like sipping martinis in a hot tub or whatever.
I feel like this part here should almost kind of look like a pelvis. Does your face have a pelvis? And then what we'll do is we'll paste all this over the other set of legs. And it will just look like he's got one set of legs in front of the other, basically. But yeah, if we just add that to it. There we go. That there. Make his cane kind of cane-coloured. So, bada bing. Bada
Nice.
boom. Nice. Nice. Alright, and then...
Nice.
Nice. Flip this baby over.
I've never actually seen a full unedited Michael Rosen clip. I've only ever seen YouTube poops of him or clips of him in like ranking videos.
Oh, they're actually very fun. But he, like, is very, he's quite an activist now in education for children and stuff like that. He's a believer that rather than banning phones from schools and stuff, they should instead integrate them into the education itself. So like make it like research-based tasks and stuff for kids. And I'm like, oh my god, why is no one else thinking of this? This is a great idea.
He seems like a very lovely guy from like what I've heard about him.
Oh yeah, from everything I've heard, he's a very cool dude. I know that he's liked a couple of my tweets in the past, so that always makes me happy.
He's liked your tweets before? Just
I called him a Giga Chad.
Throwing that humble brag in there.
Well, basically, I remember also like there was this one older lady like, oh, I'm not sure if you should be calling him a Giga Chad. I don't know if he'll take that very well. I was like, oh, Giga Chad's a term of endearment, and he liked the comment. So I was like, hell yeah. Maybe this part here should be like dark purple. Oh, it made his hat purple too. Okay, we could keep that way.
Oh.
Did you ever finish the tie? Because the tie just kind of like...
Oh, it's a bolo tie. It's two bits of string and then there's a...
Oh, I get it now. Oh, okay.
Little thing in the middle there.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Mandy does want me to get one, by the way.
What, a bolo tie?
Yeah.
Ah, what a queen. Okay. Now, I want to do the old school villain thing of making the whites of the eyes black and the pupils white. Like an old school 90s trope.
Oh, yes.
And then his skin on his face. What color should that be? Because, I mean, bear in mind, the rest of him is very crabulous. But, like...
I mean, we could... I guess, if we match the color, I guess, maybe that would make sense.
The organic matter on him, beneath it, is this color here.
So we're going to make him pink?
He's going to be very pink. He's going to be a pink man.
He could be a pink man. Jesse Pink Man.
Pink man.
He could be yeah. Maybe we should call him Jesse then.
Actually, you know what?
Jesse Pink Crab.
I quite like this. Why the fuck do you need a cane when you've got 4 legs?
Style.
Attention-seeking bitch is what he is.
Yeah.
Do we like the pink, or do we want it to be a bit more of a rugged, horrible pink or something?
I think it's fine.
I think it's fine as it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of gammony.
What about his teeth? Should they be more kind of like a light kind of
Yellow.
yellow?
Yeah. There we go. That's good shit. That's good. That's good shit.
Okay. What about Clawson Wells?
Clawson Wells.
I'm not gonna lie. I opened up a mobster name generator website that just randomly puts like mobster sounding names together. And I've just been looking through them to see if I like anything.
Okay. You get
They all kind of suck though, honestly.
Oh, butt ass.
Elmo Iron Trebucho is one
What
of
about
them.
Elmer as his first name? Elmer.
Elma Crustaceous. It's Crustaceous is his nickname. And then Gambino. Should he be part of the Gambino crime family?
Okay, I like it. Elmer Gambino. Elmer Crustaceous Gambino.
Elma Krabby Gambino.
My God.
Oh wait, no, he should be called Krabby. Or that should be like his first name. Because Krabby refers to like him being crabby in terms of his mood and all that, but also he's literally crabby.
Divide it. Take your idea and divide it. Take crabby, and let's pull it back. And right, what's the origin of the word crab? I think it's cancer, right?
We're gonna call him Cancer.
Just
name him Cancer.
Deride a word from cancer is what I mean.
What if he was called Krabby Gambino?
The word crab comes from the Old English word crabber, which traces back to Proto-Germanic crabo, meaning to scratch or to crawl. It's nothing to do with cancer.
No, but cancer is a term for crab.
I know, but
because the star sign Cancer has a crab for it, right? Like.
No, but I like crabby because it refers both to someone's mood, which a mobster would be crabby, and him being a crab. It's like a pun.
I do quite like crabby. I'm liking crabby more, but I feel like that should be like a quotations part, crabby.
Sure, no, sure. So well, what if he just had a really normal, proper name?
Elmer.
Elmer.
You like Elma?
Elmer, like Elmer Fudd or Elmer Hartman.
What should his last name be?
Hartman.
Are we still going Gambino?
Elmer
De
Apatow.
Gregorio.
Wait, what was the last name he came? Gambino. What if we could like Gatorino or something? Gatorino? Gatrino. Elmer Gatrino. What are we thinking? Elmer Krabby Gatrino.
Elmer Krabby Cucino. I like it.
What about
There's merit
Venturi?
to this.
Wait, what did you say?
What about Venturi?
Venturi.
Elma Venturi. Elma Krabby. Krabby's in quotes. Venturi.
I don't know if I'm sold on Venturi compared to the other thing that I forgot what I said.
Yeah.
What about Pugliano?
I quite like Pugliano. Okay, I like Pugliano. I am very bad at prejudging how big my words are going to be and stacking them accordingly. All right, what was it again?
Pugliano, so like Pugliano. Oh, or that, yeah, or that.
Sorry, I'm just very immature.
There's real people that have the last name Pugliano. You better hope none of them see this.
No.
Oh no, I might offend the Puglianos.
You might offend the Puglianos. It won't go well.
You guys have silly names, and the first three letters are Pooh.
Joey Jojo Shabadoo.
Joey Jojo Shabadoo. All right, so Elmer Krabby Pugliano is awesome.
My God. Elmer Pugliano. Yeah, that's hard. This is hard.
One last thing. Color his like handkerchief to be like red instead of white.
Okay.
So he'd have a he's a guy who'd have a red handkerchief.
He's a red hanky kind of guy.
He's a red hanky kind of guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
It hides the blood that he's going to be wiping off of his chops.
Oof.
I mean, you wouldn't want to fight Elmer Krabby Pugliano, would you?
No, you wouldn't, would you? He looks kind of terrifying.
Because he could stab me with his cane or all four of his legs or even with his hands. They're all sharp.
Yeah, there's danger here.
Come on, BBC. You watch it. You know you want Elmer Pugliano in your show. The frightening bastard. All right, let me save this, and then we'll flash up all the villains that we made today, and then that'll be it. So, pause paint. And save our boy Elmer. All right. I'm gonna close paint, shift focus to my stream for you guys. And yeah, let's just get these guys up on screen for the chat to all see. All right. So, starting with just the test boy, Antoine. There he is.
Antoine.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, well that's Antoine. And then we got the ham-fisted Beebletron.
Yeah, woo!
What a great episode, that one. And then we've got Saint Toril.
The meta one.
It was a fun time doing that one. And finally, we have... wow, this one's a bigger one than the others.
It's because he's big, so
he is big.
face. Yeah,
Yeah, so we got Elma Pugliano.
almost there. Elma Frugliano.
AKA Krabby.
Sorry. That's not what I thought it would be. That's not what I thought it would be at all.
All right, well, the episode's over. Everybody go.
All right.
Oh, okay. All right then.
Are we allowed to say